Singapore-based promotion One Championship has dominated the Asian martial arts scene for a decade.
Payak unofficially winning 10.
Combining dynamic kickboxing, grappling,
Oh, look at that. He jumped off the wall to take the...
and, of course, MMA.
Beautifully done. That's good.
They have revived the great legacy of Pride and are now ready to challenge the UFC.
It's an interesting defense to the guillotine. He does it again. He knocked it out.
We've collected the most memorable moments in the history of One.
These guys are very well...
They're a must-see for every fight fan.
Good rock.
Oh my word! A spinning kick that knocked Hassan straight down.
In March of 2023, Lawrence Phillips proved that making bodies hit the floor is the best base for MMA. After eating a middle kick, Ben Parker drove onto the runway. The sky was hostile towards the poor Icarus wannabe. In 2017, Christian Lee also flew on an aircraft to Suplex City.
Focus starts very side on. And Lee just wrenches into the canvas. The ground and pound. That's good night, Irene!
A year earlier, Don DePon saved his head from the guillotine thanks to a damage-inflicting bridging.
An interesting defense to the guillotine. He does it again. He knocked it out.
Having slammed the adversary into the canvas twice, Pon completed the execution with a legal, albeit unnecessary, soccer kick.
Suddenly kick from Errol.
When the heavyweight Royal Guard step on the front line, no matter the rules, there will be drama. Case in point, Russian kickboxer Beybulat Isayev and his journey in One. In 2021, he faced Mikhailo Kechoyevich, who clearly had plans for a quick finish.
Through the guard from Kechoyevich. Rib kick from Kechoyevich. And the looping hands up.
Isayev answered the call and instigated a shootout.
Good double forearms guard.
Smelling blood in the water, the Serb stepped on the gas, but fell victim to his own recklessness.
You've got to stay on the inside. Oh, that's why. Forget about it.
The right hook was swallowed like a pill. Isayev retreated and launched a missile from the hip.
You've got to stay on the inside. Oh, that's why.
His contest versus Giannis Stofaridis the following year ended with an equally stunning knockout.
Guys, Stofaridis has got a really tough guard. Smack back. He's out. He's out.
The Greek southpaw made more profit from the trade of left hooks. Two guys fall, only one soul left.
Guys, Stofaridis has got a really tough guard.
Another banger, this time in MMA, took place a couple of months down the road between Kang and Elliott.
Drop his right glove, gut munching knee. Oh, left hook from Elliott. Kang takes him. Oh, there it is!
Cosplaying Ronda Rousey's head movement cost the Englishman his jaw. In distant Asia, heavyweights are as rare as hen's teeth, so Alan Ngalani was destined for success. As a pure KO artist, Francis Ngannou's compatriot achieved the status of a four-time world champion in Thai boxing. However, following the beatdown of Bob Sapp before he became a laughingstock, and the heated brawl with Ramzan Ramzanov from Dagestan, the Cameroonian chose the One cage as a safer place. In Alan's 2013 debut, he was so jacked that even his eyeballs had a six-pack. Mahmoud Hassan was unfortunate enough to test the giant's power himself.
Good rock.
Oh my word! A spinning kick that knocked Hassan straight down, and in comes the referee.
The moment that spinning heel kick landed, the opponent went wobble dancing till he dropped. Knock knock, nobody's home. In 2015, Igor Subora pressured the freak of nature from the jump,
You can see it.
but got the gas tank punctured
Hong Kong. Ooh, that was a nice body shot right there. That
Legs
hurt
are
him.
so
and collapsed under a rain of blows.
to the body. Oh, big punches to the face.
that was a
big
big
right hand.
The Cameroonian got the job done before his heart rate went yellow.
Olivia Costa's ready to pounce. It's finished.
2 years later, N'Gulani scored the fastest knockout in ONE's heavyweight division history.
Looking for a takedown, trying to put hands. Oh, Galani catches it! It's good night, Irene!
The right hook shattered the aggressive enemy on the way in. As Michael Schiavello says, "It's good night, Irene."
Trying to put hands. Oh, Galani catches it! It's good night, Irene!
The current ruler of ONE's 145-pound division, Fabricio Andrade, is now known for battles with John Lineker, during which he made the impenetrable veteran regret departing from the UFC.
The bantamweight division. Oh, big shot. Lineker's in trouble against the fence.
Oh, he got him again.
And then low.
Nevertheless, the Brazilian fan of different ball games proved himself to be a talented finisher early in his career.
And he's tagged him again. Lee Kai wins on rubber legs. He may be right for the picky. Down he goes, and it's good night, Irene.
In February 2022, Fabricio kicked off the championship run against Jeremy Pakatou,
Slow. They hit hard.
whose liver shut down in 2 minutes.
Body shot, Pikachu gets caught. And it's over.
A lightning bolt knee shocked Pakatou, so he crawled to find a corner in a round cage. 4 months later, Kwan Won-il threw himself under the bus. The Korean was taking damage to the midsection pretty well.
Andrade's doing a good job of circling.
However, once the head got caught in the crossfire, he completely forgot about defending the frail human body.
Painted there for Andrade to go after.
Andrade is.
Oh, body kick!
Shut him
It's
down.
good night.
A piercing kick to the liver folded Kwan in resounding pain. Bas Rutten is surely smiling somewhere.
Here's Rick.
In December of 2016, Leandro Ataides was in for the most important match of his career. Earlier, he displayed nothing but ultra aggression with lethal results
Felt that, Brian.
Got a couple of nice.
and admirable self-control. Be that as it may, having lost 3 in a row with 2 knockouts, Leo was putting in work to come back firing on all cylinders. The seasoned journeyman, Muhammad Ali, wasn't there for a long night either, and tried to detonate a fistful of dynamite.
One. And both these guys would like to get it.
By the second round, Ataides managed to establish the counter game, and the Egyptian fighter's legs got shaky.
Oh, he sent in a knee there and his knees wobbled. Oh,
He's definitely lighting the 10.
Put under pressure, Muhammad backed away to the fence, and the Brazilian unsheathed the spirit weapon.
Water. And, beautiful.
Unable to dodge the flying knee, Ali aligned with the surface.
Water. And, beautiful.
2 years later, the champion Martin Nguyen introduced his own jumping strike edition.
He's hurt. And Ewan's going
Following a debilitating calf kick, Nguyen produced an epic moment on live air. Mighty Mouse and his brilliance deserve a special mention. Enjoy in silence.
These smaller movements.
Oh, big right, DJ. He's standing. Big knee. That's it.
While some cage gladiators are fortunate enough to revive their careers in Asia,
He did it. Oh, he did it again.
others can't boast such luck. Perfect example, the 2019 bout between Sage Northcutt, who'd been released from the UFC on a streak of 3 wins, and Cosmo Alexandre. The 7-time Thai boxing world champion did not aim for too long.
With people that want to grapple with him. Cosmo. Oh, he's tagging! It's good! Night! Freaking Irene!
Thanks to a vicious overhand, Northcutt's brain went offline in 29 seconds. Sage received 8 facial fractures and disappeared for 4 years. He's supposed to return in May of 2023. In 2019, the reputation of the former Octagon King Eddie Alvarez took a hit when he ran into Timofey Nastyukhin from Russia.
Debut. Oh, flipping left hand there from Nastyukhin. He tagged him. He tagged him with the overhand right. Here comes Nastyukhin.
That same year, Demetrius Johnson debuted in Asia, winning 3 bouts in the 135-pound Grand Prix. The title holder, Adriano Moraes, wasn't gonna give him a warm welcome though. The Brazilian champ imposed a long-range battle.
Of DJ.
Outside.
Body kick.
Was quick on the counter,
There's almost no tell. There's no difference.
and left DJ no choice but to rush in.
Reach of the hands of Demetrius. Almost top position now for the champion. Throws a knee to the jaw. DJ's hurt. It's good night, Irene.
A picture-perfect uppercut and a knee to the grounded opponent, which is legal in Asia, left Mighty Mouse hanging in limbo for the first time in his career. A distinctive feature of ONE are kickboxing matches in big gloves,
He saved the beer.
as well as 4-ouncers.
One look here. Oh, he gets tagged.
When they signed Nikki Holtzkin in 2018, casualties were inevitable. The Dutchman has dominated Glory for the past 5 years,
Going to walk away with the welterweight tournament title.
and captured the belt in the process by dispatching Raymond Daniels.
Daniels up against the ropes to take by.
Oh, the leg shot drops. Throw take as he continues to be barrage on the knee.
Cosmo Alexandre, the promotion's torchbearer, immediately came under fire.
Has to get off that cage. Nick's backing him up. Jump in line.
By the 6-minute mark, he had been dropped twice.
Not counter sweep.
And got stopped a second before the final bell.
Trying to go Kleptomania and steal the rear. He's nothing. Come on.
After blasting across, Holtzkin sent Cosmo to wander through the eternal void with an uppercut. The infamous Non-O landed the same strike right in the sweet spot in a Muay Thai championship bout.
Brazilian.
Want to see some combination work? Yodsun Klai Fairtex has got you covered.
2-punch combination. Uppercut. And down goes Regis.
Leading up to the ONE event called Light Out, John Lineker promised a big upset. Hands of Stone made everyone forget about his release by the UFC with 2 knockouts and 3 wins.
Home for his left hand twice.
Oh, smack bang! Smack bang! It's good.
However, John's opponent, Bibiano Fernandez, had held the 145-pound strap for a total of 8 years and was considered the greatest ONE champion with 8 defenses.
Drop John Lineker.
There was no wind of change in the atmosphere at the outset.
Single driving takedown. Now let's go. The head does Lineker. Posts up on that left arm. BB drives
But BB's game plan showed cracks in close range.
away. Uppercut. Jab, body shot, hook to the head. Oh, another one.
The pressuring Lineker was getting tuned up in exchanges
Starting to welt up on that right side. Oh, he got into the
He's
left.
dropping that right glove.
and tasted the canvas first.
Not engage in a firefight. Look for that takedown. Oh,
After ending up on top in a scramble, John chose to keep the position until the bell.
short-range weapons.
Look at the damage on Bibi's face already.
In the second, they continued dishing out gray matter damage.
Bibi's backed up against the fence. Gotta go.
Albeit, the fun was over at the 4-minute mark.
Looking for a knockout.
Beautifully done. That's good.
A distracting hook to the body was followed by a huge left hand that put out the sparks in BB's eyes.
Headhunting, looking for a knockout.
One's Mr. Humble himself, Anatoly Malikhin, is on top of the world these days.
Какой же я красавчик, блядь.
The undefeated Russian fighter holds belts in 2 weight divisions and captivates the female fan base with his wonderful nickname,
Slutkey!
In September of 2021, the world champion in Greco-Roman wrestling, Amir Aliakbari, did not remain unscathed in the cage for long.
He just got caught by Kang Ji Wong the last time we saw him, but he got caught again!
A safe haven was nowhere in sight.
Head movement, I don't see it.
Well, he had it, now it's gone because I think he's tired. Look at him, he's
Oh,
fading
he's
real
getting lit up
fast.
again. He gets dropped. The big kibosh.
Anatoly planted a C4 on the victim's chin and earned his first clean knockout in the organization.
The big kibosh.
Immediately receiving a title shot, he cashed in on it fully in February 2022. Kirill Grishenko turned out to be tougher than the previous foe,
He's also got nice footwork too.
but active low kicking cost him at the
Into
outset.
that pocket, you can see that left hand of Grishenko.
And the Belarusian spent the rest of the round under the human paver. The second was even rougher for Grishenko,
movement and take a little bit of the gas tank.
Big
Ooh.
left hand, and that's
who
it.
tried to retaliate at every opportunity.
Came back with a nice little shot there, Grishenko, just to remind Malikin that he's...
He looks still well. Oh, that was a nice short right hand.
Still, the quiet creak of his brain convulsions was suddenly interrupted.
feet. Oh, and he's collapsed.
A cross paired with a hook from the same side won Malichin an interim strap of the Royal Division.
11-0.
Up next was the chicken salad diet to drop down in weight and take the gold from the undefeated Renier de Ridder.
Philippines, the bell in round one.
The Dutch grappler gave up the steering wheel in the early going.
That's going to be a key weapon here in the stand-up. Oh, he caught him.
He took a shot, he took a heavy right. Malikin comes in a trade.
Stiff jab.
Straight right to the face of Ardiar.
Those short punches are coming.
As much as he tried,
Shooting for the takedown. Ardiar, he takes a shot to the face.
de Ridder could not escape from the Russian's bare, tenacious paws.
Malikin showing the entire arsenal.
Oh, big right hand. Somebody's always about to go. Nice body shot.
The bloody makeup session ended at the 5-minute mark.
I told Malyukin he's got two hands that are like anvils, and that's when they're not moving at you. That's it. He's full.
Somehow Ardiar still
He's out. He's out.
That's it. Malikin.
Malichin cracked the breadbasket, landed a nuclear overhand, and left generous grounded pound tips, proving once and for all that fighting with him is the fastest way to outer space. Given UFC veteran Brandon Vera's roots, signing the Filipino crushing machine in 2014 was a no-brainer. The paid assassin entered the heavyweight division with authority, opposite the already mentioned Igor Subora. The symphony of violence began with a kick to the dome.
Oh, rocked him already.
And after a punch-for-punch dialogue, Brandon landed the decisive blow.
Stairs. Gets clipped by a couple.
Oh, left hand.
It's over now. Olivier Costa seated up.
Catching Igor with a left pull counter, Vera became the #1 contender for the inaugural belt. In 2015, he managed to eliminate the antagonist in less than half a minute.
And let him do what he does.
Combining a check hook with a powerful high kick, Vera buried the rival under the rubble of Crown aspirations. His first defense was against the self-proclaimed Japanese Shrek, who insisted he didn't like running, but once things got heated, that attitude was out the window.
Tries for the knee to the head again. Sakine's overhand.
A couple of extra boots later,
His nose is going the wrong way. Oh, a body shot. That hurt him.
And he goes up.
Shrek crumbled faster than a gingerbread man.
There's blood from the nose. The punches come down. Yuji Shimada steps in.
Following a 2-year-long hiatus in 2018, Vera would retain the strap again. Mauro Cirilli, aka The Hammer, ricocheted off the anvil in less than 2 minutes.
It's a lead hook. I was swinging. Oh, he gets caught. It's good.
A single hit was enough to format the Italian's hard drive. At the one event titled Fists of Fury in 2021, Mark Abelardo and Emilio Urrutia made a non-verbal pact to slug it out standing.
Halfway through the contest and a leap.
But when Abelardo delivered a big right late into the first stretch,
He obliges with it.
He gets tagged on the chin.
he immediately pounced with slashing elbows.
Look at elbow.
The adversary held strong, although tomahawk elbows were getting through. In the second, Urrutia was still open down the center,
2 clean punches and shook it off.
and Abelardo launched the last lethal axe.
Oh, there you go. There you go. He capitalized. He capitalized.
Throwing a rare tomahawk elbow induced a one-way ticket to Dreamland. A unique finish even in a Thai boxing setting. Next item on our list, Brown Pinas and the fastest spin in the East.
There's the elbow from Dre. Oh, there it is.
Big gloves did not prevent Pit Morakat Pit Hindi from ending a shootout in a vicious manner.
Morakat drives the roundhouse kick. Uppercut to the inside.
Having pushed the counterpart to the fence, the Thai virtuoso cut him down with a single elbow. Every kickboxing fan and their mom knows Giorgio Petrosian. The Armenian striker has been at the top of the sport for 2 decades.
Kind of not very exciting.
And has won the prestigious K1 Grand Prix twice. With no mountains left to climb, he joined one and ran through yet another tournament bracket.
Basket with the hands.
You see the deep.
He dropped him to the straight.
In 2021, Petrosian was challenged by a student of the legendary Buakaw by the name of Superbon Ben Chamek, a renowned proponent of kicking people into next week. The duel for the inaugural 155-pound belt between two savants was moderately paced through the opening frame.
Nice knee threaded in there from
Superbon's
Superbon.
doing a good job of keeping the kicking distance so he can let go of that right kick.
But multiple teeps to the body,
Petrosian looking for that lead right hook.
as well as roundhouse kicks on the guard,
Snappy Superbon has done most of his career. Second round of 5. For the inaugural featherweight
forced Giorgio to blink and miss the highlight.
from Olivier Coste. Oh, good night, Irene!
A masterfully set up shin to the chin turned the kickboxing world on its head when Petrosian's 8-year-long undefeated streak went down the drain, along with his consciousness.
Olivier Coste. Oh, good night, Irene!
Proximity to Thailand provided the organization with the widest range of head-kicking wizards, like Bonpayak,
Pampayak unofficially winning 10. Oh, smack bang!
Tawanchai,
Forward, changes stances and then lands.
Smack bang!
and Tan Kai.
Left a heel hook in the second round. Oh, there you
Even still, Joshua Pachiao managed to stand out from the crowd. Forcing the rival to bend down with a feint, Pachiao got him with a startling knee and claimed the 125-pound strap. The Singapore promotion has long remained unnoticed by Western fans. Nevertheless, with their recently acquired stars and a plethora of homegrown talent, one is ready to flood the MMA landscape with an inexhaustible stream of knockouts.
the featherweight champion, UN.
If you enjoyed the video and want to see more One content on our channel, soccer kick the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.